showed up late.
53.
So if you're 54, 53, you show up early. If you're one, if you're the owner, you show up when you want.
You're the owner.
You see what's happening.
Ultimate Fighter House, then fighting later on this year. You heard it here first. Bussin' with the boys. God bless. I'll see you at the top.
Bussin' with the boys.
Bro.
There you go.
There it is.
Yo. Grinding. Oh, look who shows up on time.
Listen, if you don't confirm things, you're lucky I showed it all. You guys leave the
Would
league.
you be late like this for Penn?
Definitely not.
What's the deal? The way you do anything is the way you do everything.
No, this is the only time I'm late ever for podcasts. How
Bring it in,
early were we?
bring it in, let's do that.
How early were we for
Two
Rogan?
hands.
No, I can't. You almost broke my arm. How early were we for Rogan?
Oh, thank God.
What's this?
Very good.
May I?
Yeah, that's what took so long.
So, hey,
is
is
it
it?
a place that said don't come?
That was Will's place. It actually
They're related.
yeah, little brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Manny.
Yeah, the guy worked at L&B, Spokey Gardens in Brooklyn, one of the most famous places there is. Lasagna's special Wednesday, Friday. Awesome. Line around the corner.
What'd you give them?
Well, you have to watch the review. There's content everywhere. I'm going to just give away the review.
What do you give him, Will?
Well, that's cold.
8.7.
Are you high? Are you high for my review?
What up?
You're high.
Are you high?
Yeah, you are. Your
I'm
eyes
not.
are bright red.
No, brother. Proper Wild.
Dude, he's on like 3
Hey.
things of Proper Wild right now.
Proper Wild.
Yeah.
We just did Bet the Bus, so we have Proper Wild as a sponsor, and I
Okay.
end up like taking
All right.
shots.
All right. Yeah, no. Well, you guys don't confirm.
What do you mean?
What are you talking
12.
about?
You said 12 o'clock. It was actually 11 at first. You said 12.
Who confirmed? Yesterday.
Buddy, we're all working for the same
And,
team.
and
Like,
guess
we
what?
said, hey,
you
come on.
You said a different time. It's supposed to be 11.
No, it's always 12.
No,
was
brother.
11.
Check the
Look at
group
the
chat.
text.
Well, you don't confirm, so I picked the time.
You see what he's
You
doing?
didn't
He's already
confirm
fine.
you
He's
didn't
already
confirm
fine.
last time. This is the only podcast I've ever done that they don't confirm. Hey, we're all set. Do you not confirm when you have big guests?
I don't know.
I don't think we did.
You just do it a month in advance and that's it. And you just pray and hope.
You said we're booked to come to Nashville, so it's like, oh, the boys coming.
That's crazy. Do you have no shows?
No, we don't.
No.
No.
I got Rogan.
People are begging to come on
I
this
got
bus.
Rogan leading up. Hey, we're good. See you then.
Hey,
This is it.
hey, Will, he's been here for 5 minutes. He's brought up Rogan twice.
What?
Like, you kind of are flexing on us.
No,
That's a big move. We watched the whole episode. It was incredible.
No, it was the #1 episode for 3 weeks straight. We'll see what the variable here is. When we
Is it
do
3
this.
weeks or 2 weeks?
3. It was 3. 3. It's not anymore. Just left. It's too bad. I was hoping
Hey.
to stay one more day.
You're eating like you're
This
high,
is
though.
phenomenal.
Is it really that good?
Yeah, it's good.
Last night was supposed to be tonight.
No, I leave tonight.
I know. That's why
Caleb's
Caleb
when we started that
texted.
What?
Caleb's the one who started that chat. He said tonight.
Yeah, because Caleb's a guy. It's like, oh, you're in Nashville. You're never here. Like, let's all grab a team dinner. I didn't hear crickets from you guys.
You saw, I texted. I said, yes, I can
but
do
this-
lunch or dinner
this
tomorrow.
This started from Caleb. He's
Yeah.
like, hey, you're in town. I assume we're going out. I go, these guys don't talk to me. I'll see you in 10 minutes and be off.
Dave, we text you all the time. Now you pick and choose when you want to text
wait
back.
for the pod. Wait for the pod.
Yeah. That's fair. Did he even get offered?
No, right.
No, he wouldn't have. He couldn't have. He couldn't have. No, dinner was supposed to be tonight because the whole premise was get Dave to stay the night.
No, I'm not blazing. He walked in.
No.
That took
Guns were blazing.
an hour and a half to get that. It was 11 o'clock. Busiest place in Nashville.
On a Wednesday.
You showed up late.
An hour.
That took a while.
Like, what time
I
is it right
believe it.
now?
I believe it. I believe it.
I do.
So Dave walks in. He gets mad at us that we don't confirm. Listen, we confirmed.
Well, no,
we said,
he-
"Hey, are you down to go?" He said, "Yeah, when?" We said this day. He said, "I can do this day." So we did that day.
Just we're gonna start. The first punch is thrown by, well, oh, you're late, you don't respect it. It's like,
did
well,
come out
right.
hot.
So then it's like, all right,
A
that's
couple
how
weeks
it's
ago
gonna
on the
be.
dozen, when I was 1 minute late, you're like, would you show up late for a meeting in
Correct.
the NFL? And I said
Correct.
no.
Correct.
I immediately said
But-
no.
Right.
I know
How many
you
guys
have- I
on
know
the
you have a-
NFL?
I know
How
you-
many guys on the NFL roster?
53.
So if you're 54, 53, you show up early. If you're one, if you're the owner, you show up when you want.
You're not the owner. Hold on.
You see what's
Hold
happening?
on. You don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, but I do.
No.
No, brother, we're
No.
partners.
No, but
And to be
how
honest-
long's the contract?
Penn is for
we got 2
we are
years,
as long as your contract.
2 more years.
As long-
2 more
So
years.
I own you.
We're partners.
No.
We're partners.
Have you donated to Michigan?
No, they asked me a lot.
Did they ask you a lot?
So you're not
Here,
cashing checks. to the
my
recruits.
biggest thing is why do they not use you as a vessel? I think it's ridiculous, and I actually asked somebody on Michigan.
I don't
Ask them.
We didn't get to bring the bus. We didn't get to bring the bus to Michigan because they don't want association with Dave Portnoy. That's what I heard.
I've sat next to Ward Emanuel, literally, at the Big Ten basketball championship. Sat next to him, he invited me as a guest, probably because I ain't cutting the checks.
Would you cut a check?
I don't know.
Are you cutting checks? For
I think
recruits?
it's worth. Listen, it's worth it.
I said they'd have to wear my name on their jersey though. Like that's my guy.
We're gonna put your like Twitter name.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tough. Here's the thing. Here's my conflict. Michigan has a shitload of money. It's like why should they need the alum who have paid a shit ton to go there? Like, to me, as a normal pedestrian student, when I signed to go to Michigan and decided, part of the deal is like I went there because they got good sports. I'm a sports guy. I like doing it. The school is fucking charges $1 trillion to go there. Where's all the fucking money? Like, so they can make more? That's my inherent issue. Why does it fall back on alumni when they should do it?
With that being said, the individual that was in that text message was the legendary, the electric, the amazing Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler, everybody, let's give him a round of applause.
What's up, boys?
Let's fucking go, Mike.
boys?
Now, Mike has been a boy. You've been a boy for a while. You've been on this podcast. This has got to be the 4th time. I woke up this morning, fucking sleep still in my eyes, and you are laying out the fact that you have a big fight coming up. And I don't want to say it. I would like you to announce it to the people who you were going to fight.
Here it is. First time on the mic, first time announced here on the bus with the boys. Team Chandler versus Team McGregor on the Ultimate Fighter. My team versus his team. Stuck in Vegas with this individual for the next 6 weeks or so. Then it airs on ESPN. Then we fight later on this year. That's the plan. That's what's happening. You heard it here first on the bus. Let's go. Let's go.
This is incredible. Let's go. And there's been whispers, there's been murmurings the whole time. Who's Connor gonna fight? When he came back, he's a bionic man now.
Yep.
He's got the plate in his legs. He's got titanium shin bone. So there is some more things you have to worry about when you go to fight this individual. How did the process work? So you finished your fight with Poirier, correct?
Yes.
Could have gone either way.
Yep.
Didn't go your way. We had an outstanding podcast with you earlier when Will was on the bus. You had a great insight, a great mindset of everything. People can go check that out whenever they would like to. But now we're sitting here. We whispered at each other, hey, how cool it'd be to fight Connor. After the pod, we were sitting there as buddies talking. 2 nights ago, you were at my house. We're whispering, talking, hey, this might happen, that might happen. And now it's here. How did you and the UFC get to this conclusion?
Man, well, there's a lot of moving parts. Obviously, when you're talking about a reality TV show, you know, the Ultimate Fighter, for those that don't know, it's going to be 12 weeks. My team versus his team, our team fighting each other. I'm coaching these young aspiring fighters, or maybe they're bounce backs coming back. They got kicked out of the organization or lost, came back. My team versus his team. So we already start this thing with competition, right? So there's a lot of different moving parts. Obviously, with a guy like Conor McGregor, who is literally one of the biggest sports names on the planet, there's a lot of stuff to figure out. For me, it's not as hard to figure out. My answer is yes, let's do this thing. I've wanted to fight Conor since the very beginning. You guys have heard me on the microphone. Conor McGregor! Like, I'm there, dude. I'm there for it. I want the biggest stage possible. So it's just been a little bit back and forth and a patience game. You know, when you're talking about something of this magnitude and how big this is, somewhat of a kind of a dream fight. You want that big opportunity. You know, it's like almost like they're drawing out of a hat, like whether or not you're going to the Super Bowl. You're like, oh, I gotta wait freaking 72 hours. Stuck in that spot in between the 4 walls of the training facility, having my house out in Vegas, kind of taking off my fighter hat and putting on like kind of the coach hat, the analyst hat, breaking down my team. I'm gonna take, I don't know how many guys it is. I don't know if it's 8 guys, 16 guys. Maybe we can get confirmation from the boys, but something like that. I'll have like 16 guys on my team. He'll have 16 guys on his team, and then it'll whittle down to a winner of the Ultimate Fighter who ultimately gets a contract with the UFC. So someone's future is in my hands. I potentially have the opportunity to coach, motivate, and build an individual into a guy who gets that UFC contract, and who knows, may become UFC champion someday. So I take that very seriously. So I've always wanted to do the Ultimate Fighter. It's Conor McGregor, the biggest fight I could possibly ask for, brightest lights, biggest stage possible. 170. It's going to be at 170 is what they're talking about. That's cool. A dream come true. I don't like making 155. I'm sitting here hovering around 190 right now. I'd love to fight at 170.
It's a fantastic 190, by the way, boys.
And then, fantastic. And hopefully it's in Vegas. You know, Conor historically only fights in Vegas, so it's most likely going to be in Vegas. So that kind of checks all the boxes. I've been signed with the UFC now for almost 2.5 years, and I haven't fought in Vegas yet, which is kind of crazy. So
that's what you said last time on the bus.
Yeah, so I want to experience that Vegas fight week. It's the hometown of the UFC, and it's a Conor McGregor fight week. So it's going to be, when we say like 10 times different than any other fight, it's going to be 100 times different than him. I believe Connor and I have a mutual respect for each other, but all of that goes out the window and you completely forget about the respect once that cage door closes. But ultimately, Connor wants a challenge. He wants the biggest stage, the brightest lights, all of the cameras, give me all the smoke of all of the different media, right? That's what he wants. But ultimately, he wants somebody also, a dance partner in mixed martial arts. You have to have a good opponent, not just a name, not just a trash talker, but somebody who there's a little bit of fear, a little bit of scare. Like, I could go out there and sleep this dude in a minute, and there's a lot of people who think I could do that. I could go out there, pick him up, slam him, and freaking choke him out in a minute. There's a lot of people who think that when you talk about skill set to skill set. That's what Connor wants. He doesn't want to go out there against Tony Ferguson or one of these other guys who he is a heavy favorite. He likes to be the underdog. He likes to be counted out. So I think all of those different factors play into it. And here we are, and I think it's a fight that excites both of us, and the fans get to be the beneficiaries of it. I am the first one to the center of the octagon. He definitely takes the first backward step, which is not necessarily outside of his game plan. He's not a constantly in your face, come forward kind of guy. Ultimately, he does a very good job of getting the timing and the distance and wait. He knows that I'm going to be more offensive than I am defensive, so he's going to wait for the shots. He's going to wait for the punches coming in. I don't think he's going to expect my speed or my power when they do land. Ultimately, I think I hit him with some really hard shots and make him second guess himself right away, take him out of his game plan, and TKO him in a round and a half. Second round. That's the prediction. Write it down.
So round and a half. Second round TKO.
Round and a half. Mystic Mike.
But I'm so fucking proud of you. I'm so happy for you, dude.
It's fun. Hopefully this thing gets announced like today.
What's up, boys? We just announced the news, the breaking news right here on the bus. Team Chandler versus Team McGregor. The Ultimate Fighter, me versus him, my team versus his team. Ultimate Fighter House. Then fighting later on this year. You heard it here first. Bussin' with the boys. God bless. I'll see you at the top.
What's up, boys? I just landed in Phoenix, Arizona, and I want to let you know, thank you so much for tuning into this, watching this all the way to the end. If you do me a favor, do what you do best. Subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, the whole thing. List some comments. What do you want to see from bus scenes? You guys are incredible. I love you so much. Big hugs, tiny kisses.